Okay, I'm live. Hey, y'all. If I look up, forgive me because I'm in a different position now. And as you can see, it's only me. So, uh, the way the camera is set up, it has me looking up at the screen, but I know that I should be looking like right at the camera. So, forgive me if you see me looking up. Oh, and let me turn off my phone so that we won't have. Hi, everyone. This is T. Hatchett. And as you can see, my other half is not with me. I'm feeling so alone, guys, because my husband, please pray for him. He's not feeling well. And so, because yeah, last week, neither one of us was feeling well. This week, he's still not feeling well. And so I didn't want to, you guys are so loyal to us. I wanted to do Hatchet Chronicles, even though I, I only have my better half is not with me. So I hope that y'all will be with me and keep me company because it's very lonely without my husband. And let me just say that Hatchet Chronicles is not Hatchet Chronicles if there's not T Hatchett and GL Hatchett. And so I won't be doing this often without my husband, but I am going to go ahead and do it tonight without him. And y'all just pray for him. He is not feeling well at all. And I've been taking care of him, but I just took time out so that I can be with y'all and do the Hatchet Chronicles with y'all. So that being said, I'm going to do my shameless plugs and then we're going to get right to this show. And just give me a moment so cuz my husband guys, as I said, bear with me because I usually have my husband here with me and I don't have him, so it's going to be a little awkward for me, but I'm here. So just bear with me, guys. So that I can just get set up. Oh, I can't find. Okay, there you guys go. Okay, so now I can read. Hi, Mom. Hi, Steve. Okay, shameless plugs. Okay, so first shameless plug is that Steve, since he's on, you guys, he's coming out with an album, and I don't want to say too much, but if y'all thought that his first EP was something, wait till y'all hear this. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna say nothing else. But before he puts out the LP, he's gonna put out one of the songs from the LP called "This Kind of Love." Guys, let me tell you, oh my goodness, y'all gonna want to get this single, and you're gonna want to get the LP. Some songs on there, I I can't even talk because it's that good. When I tell you it's that good, it is that good. But there's something special about This Kind of Love because This Kind of Love features my husband GL. He's back on the mic, and for real, I feel some kind of way because I've been trying to get him back on the mic forever. And his cousin Steve come along and he gets back on the mic for him. No, no, nothing against Steve. I love you, Steve, but I was trying for the longest and he wouldn't get on for me, but he got on for you. But I'm just glad he's back on. And he said that was like a one-time thing. It's not going to happen again, but we'll see. We'll see. So, stay tuned for that. We will be promoting that soon. So, and look out for This Kind of Love. It is, y'all, it's a great song, great listening song. Y'all will love it. Y'all are gonna love the LP, period. It's the melody. Yep, yep, must be. Must be. But y'all look out for that. My book, well, our book from my rib, I am trying to find a major publisher. So anybody out there that knows a major publishing company, please hook me up. I've been sending out the books to different publishing companies. I'm gonna do this for about maybe another month and a half. If I can't find one, then I'm gonna go ahead and self-publish because I could self-publish it myself. It's actually holding me up from other books that I have to write, but for some reason, I just feel like this book should be with a major publishing company. So that's why I'm, hesitating on self-publishing it myself. What else is going? Oh, guys, if you haven't, let me put in. Yeah, I know my Steve and Frank have always had that connection. I see because they get in the studio and they do their thing. Steve came back down, what was it, last week, week before last? And let me tell you, they was like shooting songs out for the LB like left and right. And it wasn't like he was here all that long. Like he would come here a day and be in the studio for about 2 or 3 hours and finish two songs or a song. They were working their behind off. So this LP is something grand. Y'all are really, 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 really going to enjoy this LP that's coming out. I'm putting the radio station um up right now. Guys, go check out the radio station because we got some amazing independent talent on the radio station. We have DJs, the whack DJs, and DJ Bilal. You know, I have my favorite DJs just like everybody else. And everybody that knows me know that my husband, of course, and Mustafa is my favorite DJs. Well, was my favorite DJs. Let me just say that. But let me tell you something. On Tuesdays, I got a new favorite DJ, DJ Bilal. And the difference between DJ Bilal and my husband and Mustafa, I hate to throw them under the bus, but let me tell you something. I don't have to be bugging him for sits. He gives me like 5 sits at a time. I just have to let him know, okay, I done ran those 5 sits out. I need five. I just say I need some more music. I don't even say I need 5 sits. He just take it upon himself to send me some sits. And his gospel is so good. He brought up Tuesday because Tuesday usually is a major day with music. I usually play the majors, but we're trying to make this station totally independent. Well, he has single-handedly brought up Tuesdays by himself. The numbers on Tuesdays is just as high as Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays with the whack DJs. Because not only does he do the Tuesday at 6 p.m., he does the Tuesday after work wind down. But he's so good that he sent me some gospel sets, and I ended up putting the gospel sets on in the morning because in the morning is gospel. And I ended up putting those sets up. And so now he's not only doing the 6 o'clock, but he's also doing the morning, first thing in the morning from 8 to 10. He does his gospel set. And let me tell you, it's been buzzing. So shout out to DJ Bilal for doing his thing. Also, let me see what else is going on. Oh, Thursdays. Oh my goodness. Thursdays on the radio station is because y'all know I keep saying that I'm trying to go totally over to independent. So on Thursday, we started out with our spoken word artists that we do on Thursday. But we also decided because we've been getting independent music, people who doing independent music. So because of that, we have also moved. We used to do an hour of independent music on Friday. We have moved it over to Thursday. So Thursday is half spoken word and poetry, and then in the evening is all the independent artists. And we are, let me tell you, last Thursday, if you missed it, you better get up on board for it. because let me tell you, Thursday was and the numbers went up. The people listening. UK love us, by the way, y'all. But on Thursday, the numbers went up because of the spoken word artists and because of the independent artists. Now, I don't know whether you guys, if y'all don't listen to the radio, Steve is on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday for an hour because I have all his music playing on, and I kind of like, he got so much music, I kind of like can switch it around. But he's the Stevie G's prelude to the Quiet Storm on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. No, well, on Monday and Wednesdays, because Friday is all the independent artists. But on Monday and Wednesday, it's just Steve. It's prelude to the Quiet Storm, and he is on from 7 to 8 every Monday and Wednesday. So listen out for him, and then you'll get a sneak preview. I tell you what, listening to him, you'll know what songs that you want to purchase, if not the whole LP, when the LP comes out. Because some of those songs, not all of them, but some of those songs is on there. Some of those good songs, y'all gonna want to hear that. So listen out for the radio station. I just put it up. So y'all listen to the radio station. Let me see what else is going on. And oh, y'all are talking. Let me see what y'all saying. Hi, husband. See, he's sick and he's still up supporting. I love him so much. Oh, by the way, Thursday also, listen out when y'all hear the spoken word. There's a special person on the spoken word, and which her EP will be coming out soon. Y'all know who am I her favorite? My mother in love. That's right. My mother in love has an EP coming out soon. And she's actually in the rotation for the spoken word artist. Y'all don't want to miss that. Y'all get on the radio and listen. Because she's doing her thing. What else is going on? Now I can't tell you everything that's going on with my husband because I really don't know because I got stuff going on with me. But uh let's see. I know he's doing work. He be banging out in the studio. That's all I can tell you. He be doing his thing. So I can't really give you a shameless plug for him just to say that he do be doing his thing. Um, Jehovah Jireh Community Project. You guys, I am really looking for people who want to invest in Jehovah Jireh Community Project. It is something that God placed on our heart. We are building a community. We are trying to get this compound, this property that's 43.91 acres of land. And how we want to get it is we want like minded people to invest in an acre, a quarter of acre. Maybe you don't or can't afford it, don't want an acre. Maybe you just want a quarter of acre of land. The buildable quarter acres is, oh my goodness, y'all bear with me because I'm on and the neighbors are partying and I don't know if y'all can hear me, but let me, oh, they're leaving. Okay, great. Because I got the window open because it's hot down here, guys. But anyway, so the quarter, let's say you want a quarter acre of buildable land. It is $3,750. Good investment. Let's say you want a quarter acre unbuildable land. It is $2,500, guys. If you want a half acre, it is for the unbuildable, it is 5,000. For the buildable is 7,500, I think. I'll have to talk to my daughter. Or 7,200, something like that. It's half of whatever 15,000 is, because that's how much for a whole acre of buildable land is 15,000. For a half acre, I mean for unbuildable land is 10,000. So whatever half of that is. So you can split and swap. Let's say you just want a half acre buildable, half acre unbuildable. To invest in, we are building God's kingdom. And this compound will be self-sufficient. We are looking to put grocery stores, banks, clothing stores. We're looking to build our own community. And we can do it, guys, because it's been done before. It's being done. Matter of fact, in another part of Georgia, it's being done right now. So why can't we do it? We need to come together and build a self-sustaining community. And we are going to do it. And I'm just looking for like-minded people. I want our family to join in because, guys, something is coming. And we need to be prepared. And we need to have our own so that we can grow our own food, be self-sustaining, and not answer to the government and the other things that out here, the things that be. We're trying to get away from that. So that being said, ooh, I talked a long time, didn't I? Let's get to the topic. So the topic tonight is how to keep respect in your relationship slash marriage, because let's face it, guys, especially if you've been married for a while, sometimes, relationships can get mundane, for a lack of a better word. And maybe y'all can come up with a better word. And so sometimes it's hard if you're not constantly aware of your relationship to maintain that respect, to maintain keep the fire burning, how they say. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight, keeping that going. So let's talk about how to keep that going. And I want y'all to please, y'all got to help me out because my husband's not here. So I need y'all to. And my husband, bless his heart, he is on, but he's in and out. He's had a fever and his throat is sore, so he really can't talk. But he is trying to hang in there with me because he said he felt bad that I had to go on by myself. I love my husband. So I'm going to start off by telling y'all a little how I keep respect in. Well, first of all, communication is so big. We say this all the time. My husband is an advocate for communication, and I agree with him. You cannot hold because you can lose respect by trying to hold back or keep something inside. If you have enough respect for your mate, then you're just going to be honest no matter what the cost because you don't want to see them hurt. You don't want to see nobody else disrespect them and you don't want to disrespect them. So no matter what you do, you have to be honest. You have to keep that communication open. That's a part of keeping the respect going. I don't. There are people somewhere along the way that they lose. Okay, Steve. I'll talk to you later. Hi, Eunice. Congratulations. I do want to say congratulations to Cuz for getting engaged. And by the way, cuz if you need a spiritual premarital spiritual advisor, I'll volunteer if you need that. But congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. If anybody deserves as much happiness as life can throw at them, it's Eunice. She is so awesome. She is so great. I love her so much. And so I am so very happy for you, Eunice. You tell Mister he better treat you right because you got some family who don't play about you. We not playing about you. I tell you right now. Oh, you're out with Carmen is Eunice put in the in there where Carmen is at right now. Carmen is performing Carmen Brown's for y'all who don't know Carmen. Carmen is our cousin, and she is also a performer artist, and she is actually performing. And Eunice is, and that's what I mean about Eunice. Now Eunice is out supporting. Eunice supports everybody and everything. I don't even know how she does it. She's always she is such a big supporter, and she's out supporting right now, waiting to see Carmen Brown perform. That's my girl. That's what I'm talking about. So that being said, we're going back to respect. And whoever's here, please chime in with me. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to talk to me because my husband's not here with me. So tell me how you feel about respecting and how do you feel that you should keep respect? How do you keep respect in your relationship? Or what do you think are the essential things to keep respect in a relationship? I'm trying to. And husband, since you're on, maybe if you're not asleep yet, you can chime in on the everybody saying congratulations to you. Yes, I need to know all the plans. So Eunice, you need to call me because I need to know all the plans. I need to know where's that, when it's gonna be, your colors. I want to know everything. But once again, talking about going back to the subject of respect in a relationship. Um, And let me just say, this came about because, and y'all, let me tell you, I am so sick of hearing the Will and Jada thing. It's just so sick of it, but it's in your face so much that sometimes you can't even avoid it. Which y'all know me, I'm always asking questions to my husband about certain things. And one of the things now, I don't know, now something else new is out talking about it was all a setup to smack and everything. I don't know about all that, but what I was mainly talking about is her and Will's relationship because first of all, I think one thing about respect is you got to give respect to get respect. And you can tell. For me, I feel like this, and this is just my opinion. I can tell when a relationship there's no respect there. Even speaking on myself, if I didn't respect my husband, there's certain things that I would do or wouldn't do because there's no respect there. Like for instance, if I go somewhere and my husband will call and say, "You all right?" He'll check on me. Even when I'm in the room, my husband calls and check on me. If he's been in the studio all day and I've been in the room all day, my husband will call me and say, "What you doing? You all right?" And we right in the same house. But that's his concern for me. And so I'm not going to just, go out the door and not say, "Hey, I'm going to the store," or something like that. I'm going to always, that's my respect for my husband because I respect him. And respect also to me has a part of doing with caring. I care about my husband. I care how he feels. I care when he's concerned about me, if that makes sense. So that's also, I think, a part of respect. And if you don't respect, and trust me, I've been in relationships where they didn't respect me and I didn't respect them. And I did what I wanted to do because I had no respect for the person. It was like, well, whatever. I didn't care what he does. That's another thing about respect. When you respect your mate, you care about what your mate does. You know, I care what my husband does. If when I was in the disrespectful relationship, I didn't care what my mate did at the time. I didn't care where they went or who they was with because I was just glad that they wasn't around me personally. But I think respect comes, like my husband said. He says communication is the key to a great relationship. It most definitely is. But that respect comes in with communication, love, and caring. Comes respect. Because you can, babe, now, and you tell me if you how you feel about that. Don't you think you can have communication in a relationship and still not have respect? Do you feel like you could have or anybody answer that? Do you feel like that you can have communication without respect? Can you have love without respect? Can you love someone that you don't respect? Is that possible? Come on, people, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I'll start singing. Y'all don't want me to start singing. Come and talk to me. I really wanna. Can I talk to you? Mom said no way. So, Mom, you don't think that you can have love or communication in a relationship if you don't have respect? Does that all tie in together? I've been in relationships. Let me see. I don't know whether I was in love with him, but I loved him. I didn't have respect for him, but I loved him. That's why I stayed in a relationship because I loved him. Yeah, I can see you, DJ. Can you see me? Yeah, I see you, DJ Bilal. Oh, my baby is on. Hello, Tyson. I see you this time. Hey, DJ. Big James. Oh, wow. I see a lot of. Well, with so many of you, y'all, why come y'all ain't talking to me? Mom said, well, for me, I would not be able to be in love with a man I did not respect. Tyson said you can have, that's my baby, y'all. Tyson said you can have communication and no respect, but I don't think you can have love without respect. So I'm trying to think back to my relationship with your father because I think that with him, I think the reason why, well, one of the reasons why I stayed so long is because of you kids, but I also think I loved him in a way. I might not have been in love with him, but I did love him. I did care for him a lot. I just didn't respect him because of the thing. I think I lost respect. Maybe that's what it was. I lost respect for him because there was love. Okay, Queen. Hey, Queen. She said, I value respect even over love. You know what? Now, I agree with that. Yes, Queen. I agree with that. Queen B says that respect is over love, and I do certainly agree with that. Because even if, let's say, my husband and I didn't work out, for something happened and we didn't work out, I still respect my husband as a man. It has nothing to do with us being together, our relationship. As a man, my husband is awesome and I respect him as a man. And I guess that's where what happened with my first husband. I didn't respect my first husband as a man. You know, we was in a relationship. I loved him. I was married to him. I had kids with him. But as a man, he was horrible. And so that's how I lost respect for him. So I can understand where mom is saying that you don't have respect. She couldn't have respect without, she couldn't be in love with somebody that she didn't respect. So I guess I was looking at it like at one time I did, when I first got with him, I loved him and I respect him, but then I lost respect for him. Valerie said, where's my brother-in-law? Let him out of the closet. I'm calling the police. I tell him, whatever. Your brother-in-law is not feeling good. He has a little slight fever and a scratchy throat. So I did take care of him. I was taking care of him. And so I decided to go, since we missed last week, I decided to go on by myself. He's actually on, or trying to be on. He's probably on in between snores, but he's trying to be, he's trying to hang in there since he couldn't be on with us. Um, Queen, yes, Queen B said, I lost respect and love for my first husband. That's what happened to me, Queen. I lost respect for him. And so I think I lost the respect for him before I actually felt out of love. I don't know, and I say that lightly because really I don't know whether I was ever really in love with him. I loved him in the beginning. I cared about him, but I don't know whether I was in love with him from the beginning. I question that more and more. But I know that at one point when we first got together, I might have respected him, but the respect definitely went out the window after some years and after the way he was acting. So I definitely know that at some point there was no respect. There might have been love still there or caring still there, but there definitely wasn't no respect there. And I do know that it is very hard to be in a relationship when there's no respect. Yes, communication is key, but if you don't have no respect, you sometimes that communication you could be just saying things just to be saying and not care. With I think the communication is a bet on a better level when you have respect. Queen says, Mom said, me too, Queen. Valerie said, wait, I gotta catch up to y'all. I'm all Oh, Queen said, get well. Queen said, yes, I was in love at the beginning, but after certain things happened, I lost all respect. And at that point is when I left. Agreed. Me too, Queen. That's where I was at too. My story exactly. That is exactly what happened. Um Blake twice. Forget you, Valerie. Queen said she was actually in love. I can't say, at one point I said I was in love, but when I look back on it, I really don't think I was in love. I really don't think I knew what love was, first of all. And I didn't have here's the thing about noticing things, like knowing how to do things like have respect, have a relationship, be a good wife or a good husband, or be in a good relationship, or knowing what love is. If you didn't see that, or you didn't have that to see, then how do you know what it is, or how do you know how to do it? And for me, my mom had passed when I was 19, and I was actually going into a relationship with him when my mom passed. So for me, I thought that he was the right person for me. I thought that, because I felt like I was the black sheep of the family, and I experienced a lot of things with him. I experienced a lot of first with him that made me think that I was in love with him, that made me think that he was my first love. But in reality, after the relationship was over, and this is years later, I realized that maybe I wasn't even in love with him. Maybe it was just because after a while, for us being together so long, after a while, it was just something that I was comfortable in and not willing to change. When I had had enough, when I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, is that when I up and I just left. It was like I'm gone. I'm not, because I had left him thousands of times before. I always went back. But when I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, when everything was going, the caring, the respect, everything was going, I was out, and there was no talking me back. So I think with me it was different, but I definitely know that the respect had left. And I say that now because prompts to my husband, because really my husband is my third marriage, but it's my first marriage, my first true marriage. What I learned from my husband tells me that my first love is with the husband I'm with now. My first respect, my first relationship, my first is with my husband I'm with now, because he is the epitome of a husband for me. So, you know, and I've learned so much from him. And it's not just about, I've learned to put on my big girl panties. I've learned you know, to have that respect. I've learned to give that love. I've learned that, you know, it's okay to not argue. It's okay to talk things over. Because believe it or not, that's a some people actually think that if you don't have arguments in your relationship, or if you don't have troubles in your relationship, in your marriage, then something is wrong. People actually think that. So it's good to have somebody to know that, you know, that's not necessarily true. It's okay to be crazy. My husband lets me be me, crazy, because I can be crazy sometimes. um, Queen Bee said, yes, can't be around anyone I can't respect. Tyson said, some people think love is when you are comfortable being in a relationship. or benefits from the relationship. And it has nothing to do with the actual person. That's true, honey. So the people do think that. People think that love is how you're being treated by, like, what, how much that person's giving you, or what that person is doing for you. Because people think it's all about them. It ain't about you, boo. It ain't about you, boo. And I've learned that with my husband, that it ain't all about me all the time. I, I've learned that to allow God. God is the gift. Well, no, God gives us the gift of love and relationship. That's what I've learned in this relationship. That when you let go and let God build things, that it's gonna be right. And my husband told me that it's gonna be right if it's brought by, if it's a gift from God. Yes, baby. My husband said it's okay to agree to disagree. Exactly. And this is my first relationship that there is no drama in our relationship. And that can take that can be a joke in your, transforming your mind to understand that you have a drama-free relationship. I mean, I'm not saying that to the world it might not be perfect, because nothing is supposed to be perfect, but to us it's perfect because it works for us. It just works for us. And that's not to say there's not ups and downs, and sometimes my husband might not always agree with. I get on my husband's nerves. I know that he gets on my nerves, but there is not a nerve thing where you get on my nerves and calling each other all out our names and argue. It's not that. It's hey, you're getting space. I need my space, or I just don't feel like being bothered. You're one, but you're in union also. So it's okay for him to go his way or me to go my way. Hey, sis. My husband said love is the highest level of understanding. Mom said very shallow people. Yeah, you're right, Mom. People are shallow, that they think that love is what you can get or what you're doing for that person. That's shallow love. But then that's the only kind of love some people know. Some people think, and y'all, guys, you know what? I'm not trying to go into the Will and Jada thing. But for me, and Jada, if you ever see this, I'm sorry, girl, but this is how I feel. This is just my opinion, so don't get testy. Don't send Will Hill to smack me or nothing. But I think Jada is that type of person that feels like it's all about her when it's not. you know? Yeah, man, that is not love. But here's the thing, and speaking again on Jada, I don't know, Jada. You just in my topic today. That's what happens when my husband ain't here with me. But anyway, it's something I was talking to my husband about. If you came, it's how you're raised. Again, in the beginning, at the top of the hour, remember when I said that if you don't have what, if you don't have no example of how to be or how to act, then where do you get it from? So you have to look at where people come from, how people are raised. Like, I'm using Jada as an example because she's a good example. Her mother was on drugs. She was raised by her grandmother. Then her mother came back in the picture. She saw abuse, her mother being abused. So how she was raised is what she saw is how she was raised. She don't know no other way but to feel like love is supposed to be a certain way. And that's with anybody. How you was raised. Listen, at one point, I really didn't have respect for men because who I saw as the head and the captain of the ship was my mom. And trust me, there was three fathers in the picture, but I saw my mother was the one that said, okay, this how we gonna do this. Okay, we gonna do this like this. Okay, come on, this how we do. I saw my mother doing everything. So for a long time, and my sister Valerie and Valerie can tell you about this. She's still on. For a long time, we were like, oh, no, ain't no man gonna tell us because we're the head. We the head of our household because of what we saw. I had to learn, and I always talk about my first marriage because at one point it was like, my husband was this and my husband was that, but it wasn't all his fault. It was me too, because I had to learn how I was supposed to be, how I had to learn that respect for my man. Put it that way, because I didn't have respect for men. It was like, oh no, I am all that. I'm the captain. I had that because that's what I saw growing up. I saw my mother being the captain of the ship. And it took spirituality, it took understanding to know that there is a respect that I'm supposed to give that man. There is my husband. Um there is uh a level that my husband is supposed to be on. That came with learning, and it also came with me having a relationship with God. Because let me not put that aside, because having a relationship with God is very, very important in our world anyway. You know, and so I think that also helped me to understand or give me respect for my husband and give me the communication and love that I needed in the relationship. Because my first husband, we both was wrong. It wasn't just all him. We both had some issues going on. And that's another thing. You cannot bring issues into a relationship. That's something that me and my husband talked about. You got to unpack those baggage, because you bring those baggage in and try to unpack them while you're in a relationship, it doesn't make for a very pretty picture. And that caused a lot of problems. Hey Clay, how are you? And so my child says she was raised by thugs. You do not get on and tell nobody that. You were not raised by thugs. We were not thugs, but you did get your teeth knocked down your throat if you wasn't respectful. So that being said, you know, I learned all that with this marriage, where I didn't have that. Well, first of all, let's just put it out there. My first two marriages, I got married for all the wrong reasons. So maybe that's why the respect and everything else died in that. This marriage, at least it was made by God and it was the right reason. And I think that's why it works out so well. Valerie said, we also took what straight looks like out of context. Mommy always told me to never take a man's man from him, but I didn't remember that part. Me either, Valerie. You can be a strong woman and still respect your man's role. Exactly. And that's true, Valerie. We did, because, my mom had these little sayings and these little plaques on her wall. One of them was, what was that one about? Tell a man to go to hell and make him feel happy to. Tact is telling a man to go to hell and make him feel happy to be on his way. I didn't learn that. It took me a while to learn that, because I was very disrespectful to men. I was very, and my mom even commented on me a couple of times. She was like, babe, that's not how you're supposed to be. And she was like, don't kick a man when he's down. And she told us all this. But we didn't hear what she said. We only looked at what she did. And for us, what we saw was the strong woman taking control, doing everything, had all the ideas, and led everybody and kept everybody in check and kept everybody going. She was the strength. She was the backbone. So we thought, okay, well, it's the woman. This is what it's about. And any man who tried to come in, it was like, because I'm the cat. I wear the pants around here. You don't tell me. So we had that kind of attitude. So it took some learning to understand that, that's not how it was supposed to be. And again, like I said, for me, it was the having a relationship with God that helped me to see that that is not the way. I probably wouldn't have been with my husband, to be honest with y'all, with that attitude, because my attitude was like, oh no, it's my way. It was all about me, boo. It's my way or the highway. And if I can't get what I want, then you got to go. It took, but by time, and that's what I say about God. God prepared me. By the time I got with my husband, I was really in the mind for it. I was ready for him because God had already, I allowed God to give me the tools. I wasn't hard-hearted to having the tools um to have a husband. I was ready. What's funny is, and my mother-in-law, love, we talked about this, I think yesterday or this morning. I don't remember what it was, but how, you have to be ready for a relationship. That's a part of respect too. It ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself. I know there was one point when I lived in Georgia, as a matter of fact, that I was celibate because I had to get me together. I had to respect me. And at one point I was making my bed. I'll never forget this. And I was singing, I was listening to this love song, and I was singing, and I was thinking, God, I think I'm ready for somebody. I'm lonely. And then I was like, just that quickly, I was like, oh, never mind. Because I don't want nobody, because I'm not ready, because I don't want nobody telling me when I'm going to change my sheets. I might not change my sheets for 5 weeks. Or I might not want to cook. I don't feel like cooking. So, never mind. I made a mistake. Temporary insanity. That's what I went through. Because I was not ready for no one at the time. I wanted to I was happy in the place that I was at. I was happy with not having nobody to cook for or having to share, because that's a part of respect too. When you're in a relationship, you got to be respectful. You have to share. You have to know, as a woman, I have to get up and, like, my husband is sick right now. So, no matter what I'm doing, no matter how busy I am, I have to stop and take care of my husband, because that's my first priority, because that's my head of the household. So if he's not all right, I'm not all right. So if I wasn't prepared for that, then I shouldn't be with anybody. I always laugh with my friend, because my friend, Trina, when I was single, me and her hung out a lot, and she was like, I'm gonna pray for your husband. I used to say, don't pray for me, no husband. I don't want no husband. And she was like, no, I'm gonna pray for a husband. And I always blame her for me and my husband getting together, because I always say that's her praying for me a husband. I told her not to do that. But that's a part of respect. I think that if you're not ready to be in a relationship, then, and you get in one, then of course you're not, because you're still thinking about you. And there's nothing wrong with thinking about you, but you can't be in no relationship thinking all about you, thinking it's about you, boo. It just don't work. Tyson said, Pop made me give him a cig. I didn't want. She outing him. She outing you, babe. My husband is not supposed to be smoking because he got a sore throat and he's sick. And he's sitting up there trying to smoke. Thank you for telling me, babe. Thank you for telling on him. You were supposed to tell on him. My sister Val said Johnny and Hap understood her strength. She was the wind beneath their wings. There was a brute strength and financial strength, and she was the blueprint and the engineer. Yeah, but see, Valerie, you say that now because we're grown and we understand. But at the time, we didn't even see them as any type of strength. What we saw, all we saw was our mom at the time. All we saw was that she was the head up. She laid down the law. She did everything. She thought of the plan. She made the plan out. She did the plan. We saw her as all. She was the end all, the be all. She was all. And we also talked about that because we put our mom above God. And nothing is above God. But we put our mom above God because we were like, oh, she's it. She was it. So when she got sick, I think one of the reasons why it hit us so hard because it was like, oh no. I literally said to someone at work because her father was sick at the same time my mom was sick. And a couple of days before my mom passed away, her father passed away, and she got the call and she was at work. And when she got the call, everybody looked at me because they knew my mom was sick too. And I said, I looked back, I said, I don't know what y'all looking at. My mom's not gonna die. Y'all don't know her. She's not gonna die. And I really believed at the time that she was invincible, that she was not gonna die. I really believed that. So that was another reason why it hit me so hard. And again, that comes back to so it was a struggle for me in my relationships because in the beginning it was just all it's about me, either you going my way or it's the highway. I don't have time for you not to be all about me or my word is law, even if my word was wrong, because in my eyes, my word couldn't be wrong because I was the head. I was the one who laid down the law, and but which is funny because even though I felt that way, I didn't like a wimpy man. But then again, if a man was too strong, I didn't want him in my life because then he wasn't doing what I wanted him to do. So it was a crazy thing. But like I said, respect came. It's something that we learned, and I thank God that He gave me the tool that by time my real husband came along, I was ready to deal with him. I was ready to be open to him. I was ready to love him and respect him as he deserved to be loved and respected. And knowing my husband, if I wasn't, I wouldn't have been his wife because he knows his worth, just like I know my worth. So I'm sure he wouldn't have put up with me if that wasn't the case. Valley said, what I really saw was only their weaknesses and only her strength. I never believed she had weaknesses, but she did. She was human. That's hard act to follow and contributed to unrealistic expectations for myself. And mine's too, Valerie. And mine's too. It is a hard act to follow. And that's why we had unrealistic expectations. Because we were trying to be, instead of being ourselves, we were trying to be her, which is not that she ever told. She would always say to us, I'm human, I make mistakes. She said that to us. She told us about respecting the man, but we never heard that. It's so much about what you see. Somebody can talk all day long. I say this on Sunday morning worship, that about being saved. It's a two part. You got to believe in your heart and speak with your mouth. It's actions and words. Because let me tell you, another thing that I say on Hatchett Chronicles is that my husband is very good to me. But if he was good to me, but he didn't tell me he loved me, then I would still have a problem with that because it's like I didn't hear it. And just the same, if he told me all the time he loved me, but he didn't show it, there would still be, I wouldn't believe he loved me. It's a two part. So we heard my mother say one thing, but we saw her do another. And so we went by what we saw instead of listening to what we heard, if that makes sense. And that was the problem. Queen BC, see you guys later. Time for our show. Much love to everyone in the room. You too, Queen B. I'm looking forward to some more. I have ran out of whack DJ stuff for Queen B and DJ Jazzy B. So we need some more fresh stuff. Hour and a half, 2 hour. I'm gonna go pull the Monday stuff if you don't mind to get some more stuff. And anyway, so it's really, I really believe how you are raised is how, you come. And then it's that battle, because that's what me and my sisters went through. We went through the battle of learning that we had to transform our minds and our spirits and what we thought, because on one hand we had this unrealistic, in the beginning we had this unrealistic way of a relationship is supposed to be. So we had to do a transformation, and that wasn't easy. No transformation is, but that was, you know, maybe, me and my husband would have been together sooner, or I might have ran into him, or we wouldn't have had the two failed marriages, or the two unsuccessful. I won't say failed, unsuccessful marriages that we had. Well, in my sister cases, my sister Val and I. But it took learning. But then again, that was the road that God led us down because we weren't listening. Basically, we were hard headed. So we had to be in the forest for 40 years before we learned. That happens sometimes. And where we at? Oh, I can't see. Okay, our time is almost up. You guys, I really appreciate y'all being here with me. And you know, when my husband wasn't here with me, he was here in spirit though. He was online. Even though I'm going in there and get him for smoking when he not feeling good. But anyway, you're not respecting me, man. But I appreciate y'all. Pray for my husband for him to feel better. I'm sure God willing he'll be back next Monday with us. Tune in on Sunday morning worship with Minister T. Hatch. Also, y'all, I'm on TikTok. Now, let me tell y'all this real quick. I am learning about TikTok. I am not the best at TikTok, but I do after I do Sunday morning worship, I do a 3 minute. It's not even 3 minutes sometimes, but I got 3 minutes on TikTok. I do an inspiration, a Sunday inspiration, and it's just like it piggybacks off of my sermon. So whatever I spoke about, I do the inspiration on. So go to TikTok. I am up to 70 people. That not that many people, but if you're on TikTok, go to TikTok and follow me so that I can get my numbers up, so that I can also do Sunday morning or do some more inspiration on TikTok. Right now, I'm only 3 minutes because I don't have a huge following. So go follow me, please, and follow my husband. He's up to 400 because my husband is actually trying to start doing his toe tap Tuesdays. I don't know whether it will be on Tuesday, but he's actually trying to do it on TikTok instead of being on Facebook because y'all, maybe we shouldn't say this, but Facebook is booty. So we're trying to get off of Facebook. They probably gonna get me for saying that, but we're trying to get off Facebook because they won't even let me do my on Sunday morning. I have Darren Deeks, the Warriors. We are the Warriors. In the beginning of my show, and do you know they done mess with that song? Now I can't even put that song up. Now I got to do another song from Sunday morning worship, the beginning. So we're really trying to get away from Facebook the best way we can. So help us out by, increasing our numbers on YouTube and on TikTok so that we can find a better platform. Because we're all about, you know, having this social media thing with you guys, but we really need to find a better way than Facebook. And speaking of that, there is a black. It's called Melanin People. Melanin People, and that is like a Facebook, but it's for black people. Y'all guys, go check that out and support. Maybe we can just get off of Facebook and find another avenue besides Facebook because they are really starting to act up. And so if we can do better, let's do better. Um my daughter, my baby, she said I follow if I got a follow back. I'm not sure of my name on TikTok though. Thank you, child. Um but check out what did I say it was? Melanin People? I'll tell y'all again. Y'all forgive my brain. Melanin People. I'll put it on the page. MEMELININ people. Check out that page and check them out, and maybe we can switch from. I just got on, so I don't know much about them yet, but I'm trying to learn about them because if it's something for us by us, then I try to support. It's important to support from us by us. So I'll put it in the feed now. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I lost y'all. I don't know how I lost y'all, but I shouldn't have moved things around. Okay, so our time is up anyway, but check out that page and see if y'all like it. Maybe we can move over there. Also, don't forget Stevie G is coming out. Don't forget that check out our web site for updates. Don't forget about AIM for the AIM Armstrong International for the collective, for the culture for the collective. That's the TV station, April J. Armstrong. Don't forget about April's song, To a Friend. That's out on all streaming sites. I think I said everything else. And look out for Thursday. Tune into the radio station for all the great music and spoken word artists. And we'll see you next Monday. I'll see you Sunday. Tune in to Sunday morning worship for Minister T. Hatchett. Listen, if anybody's interested in the Jehovah Jireh Community Project, reach out to us. We're here. We love you guys. Thank you for the support, fam. And we will see you next Monday, God willing. But I will see you on Sunday. This is this is T. Hatchett from the Hatchett Chronicles. I'm out. Peace, guys.